Let's talk about overhead squats for a second. We have them programmed tomorrow. We've been doing overhead squats for a couple weeks, continually kind of building up. And one thing I've noted each time is perfect reps. So what does that mean? Let's talk about that for a second. So obviously in an overhead squat, right, we have the bar completely locked out overhead. We're able to get full range of motion all the way down, all the way up, keeping our chest nice and tall, keeping our heels down. The movement alone for a lot of people is super difficult, right? We have to be mobile, we have to be flexible in just about every joint in our body. Shoulders have to be strong enough to support the bar overhead. There's a lot of things going on. So with that being said, I think sometimes people get caught of like, should I go up? Should I not go up? How much weight should I do? These types of things. So something to think about. If you're the kind of person where you can't get your arms straight overhead when you're doing a squat, your elbows are bent as you're squatting, you shouldn't be going up in weight, right? We need to start with super lightweight and be able to get that bar completely locked overhead as we go through our squat. If we're one of those people, we may need to focus on a couple things. We may need to focus on some of our shoulder flexibility, shoulder mobility, maybe some tightness in the lats, maybe our upper back, that T-spine area needs a little bit more. We could use a foam roller, kind of just rounding around the foam roller to loosen up that upper back. I know for me personally, that's a big one, just to get my overhead position nice and loose. Focusing on the chest as well. We did a bunch of push press today. Tomorrow might be a little tight, stretching all that out to help get that range of motion, but that's something to think about, right? And that's starting with the PVC pipe and getting that super loose, and then slowly building our way up. Another thing to think about, like our heels staying down. Are we getting full range of motion? If we're not achieving those things, there's really no point in going up in weight, right? So it's a movement that we need to really perfect before we start to go up in weight. It's the hardest of the squatting movements. So think about that next time you go into this, right? We're not back squatting. When we're back squatting, we're trying to get nice and heavy and really build strength. Overhead squat is really an accessory kind of strength movement. We call it to our snatch, right? We want to have a good overhead squat so that when we go to snatch, we have a good, strong, stable receiving position. And obviously there's other benefits of overhead squat, of the core, all of those things. So next time you're in class tomorrow, think about where you're at with your overhead squat. Did you just do 95 pounds and it was a perfect couple reps? Do you feel like maybe it could be a little bit better? Maybe we could focus on being a little more active overhead, keeping our heels down a little bit better. And maybe we should repeat a weight, right? Just because we do a weight and you're like, it's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with going and repeating a weight and just trying it again. Get it perfect and then move on. You're not going to get tired from doing an extra set, I promise you that. If we take a little bit more time with our warm-up sets, our earlier sets, like get a perfect rep with the bar. I always liked, when I was in high school, doing Olympic weightlifting, watching videos of those guys. They did so many empty barbell reps for snatch, clean and jerk to get it right. And then you see their empty barbell reps and the loaded reps. They look very similar, right? They're just a lot heavier. So take that into consideration tomorrow as we go through these overhead squats. Take it slow. Think about perfect reps and what a perfect rep actually means, not just, "Ooh, I got it, I muscled it out." So take that. Think about some of your goals with the movement, and let's do some good overhead squats.